So hello everybody and welcome to a Feature Friday. Have you looked at maps, specifically Spatial in Application Suite 9.0? You will find that the performance has been greatly enhanced, and you'll also notice that the navigation of the maps is the same whether you're in a browser or whether you're using the mobile applications. So let's take a look at just some of the navigation around the maps to get familiar with that, because it is a little different than what you're familiar with from the past. So I'm going to start out here with going into Manage. And then once it renders up, I am going to go to Assets. And we're just going to use a common asset here as our source. Fill up my list view. Here we go. We're on a particular asset. So go over to the Map tab, and you will be able to see that asset in the map with a pin. So that was pretty efficient. So you'll notice we have some icons over here on the left, and we have some icons over here on the right, and we're just going to start to work with these. So one of the first things that's kind of unique is the search field. And you can search for a bunch of different things here. But let's just say, for example, I'm looking for a particular address nearby where this asset is. And so it goes into the database and it finds me the address, and I'm going to choose the address. And of course, there it is, right? Piece of cake. And I'm going to zoom myself back out here so that I'm able to see that address that I just typed in, as well as the pin for the particular asset. Okay. All right, so let's look at some of these other icons here and get a sense of what they do. So the home icon, this takes me back to my default extent. So if I get buried way down in the weeds here, I'm able to come back home. The full extent, which these two are the same for me at the moment. This would take me the full extent of the map, which in this case would show me the entire world. And as I move from one extent to another, zooming in and zooming out, I do have a back button and a forward button where I can go back to the view that I had before. And then, of course, here on the left-hand side, you have zoom in, zoom out, which you can also use the scroll button on your mouse as well. It's kind of convenient. So there I zoomed in with my mouse, and I'm able to see some of the other layers that are in this particular instance. And this is certainly the address I just looked up, and this is the asset where it is located. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these icons over here on the right-hand side. So the very one on the top is layers, very familiar, where you can choose the different layers that you're getting from your map service, as well as the base map. And you see the iconography that is being used and whether you have that layer turned on or not for your purposes. So pretty familiar there. The next one is the identify. Okay. If I zoom in here a bit, and I'm going to select a particular section of pipe, it now gives me that information about that particular asset that is on the map. Some details there coming out of the database. And then I've got some controls here across the top to either redo that identification. I can highlight it in different ways. This is certainly the tolerance setting here. You can identify further out than just what you selected on, that sort of thing. And once you have this item identified, if you wish to put it in a results tool, which I'll talk about here in just a bit, you can do that. And in a moment, you'll see what you can do here with the results tool. On to the query tool. So the query tool, I have to do several things here. So one is the layers. Initially, there are no layers selected. So whatever layers you wish to query across, you need to select. And then the select mode, you have a variety of ways of doing that. Most common is creating a polygon. And I'm going to make a query here. I'm going to start my little typical triangle, double click at the end. And so this is the area that I wish to query for map information, as well as you notice there's a tolerance that's around it, and I'm going to execute that query, and I get a results view. All right, the edit view, if they have templates behind the scenes, you're able to use those templates to edit with. In my particular case, I don't have any templates, so I'm not able to do that function. Sketch is interesting. So the sketch tool, you're able to, in essence, add to the map without actually adding to the map. So let me go ahead and zoom back out here, and I'm going to find this asset that I've been working with. And if for some reason, let's say we missed a pipe, we did some other type of work that is not on the map, we can certainly make that sketch so other people can refer to the sketch. Ultimately, of course, if that needs to become a map object, then that addition needs to be done. So pretty easy to draw, if you will. This is a save sketch that I did, and I'm basically going to turn that on. And you can zoom back out, and you can see I added a piece of pipe between the asset and this main sewer line here as well. Okay, so that's sketching. And the very last thing is bookmarks. So if you wish to bookmark this particular record, which in this case is an asset, you simply come along and click bookmark. All right, so that is a fast and furious view into what maps look like in 9. There are some additional features coming in 9.1 coming soon. Hope that was helpful, and stay current, my friends.